Dear students, welcome to the Civil Engineering Drafting Lab. This lab mainly deals with manual drafting and AutoCAD drafting. First we go through the AutoCAD drafting. I think all of you know about the software AutoCAD, which helps us to draw or make the plans or building plans, etc. in a helpful or a very easier manner, a fast or easier manner. Dear students, welcome to the Civil Engineering Drafting Lab. This lab mainly deals with manual drafting and AutoCAD drafting. First we go through the AutoCAD drafting. I think all of you know about the software AutoCAD, which helps you to draw the sketches or the plans of the building very faster manner or easier than a conventional method or manual drafting. Okay, now to start, first we have to open the AutoCAD software. For that we can directly double click on this AutoCAD icon, or we can go through start menu. Currently used list, we have some AutoCAD icons. If we have, just click on that icon, or else we can go through all programs, then Autodesk, then AutoCAD 2016, then we can see the AutoCAD red icon, and just click on this AutoCAD 2016. We will be redirected to the AutoCAD software screen. Here we can see many tools to draw and also many icons at the bottom also, and a grid screen. Mainly the drawing screen is this grid screen. For drawing purpose, we should be mainly familiarized with the draw commands and the modify commands. First we can go through the draw commands. First, a line command. We can use this line command in many ways, using or indicating first point. Just click on this line icon and indicate the first point, and the second point we can draw a line. But just drawing this is not okay for a plan development, so we use dimensions. So that we pick this line icon, just click on, then we specify the first point, then direct any direction you need to draw a line, then type the dimension. This I type the dimension as 100, then enter. Here I got a line with 100 unit dimension. Here we don't specify the dimensions or the paper size, that's why I specified the 100 units. Also we can draw a line with dimension and any angle. For that we can first we pick the line icon and click on the first point we need to place. Then angle, specify any angle. And just specify, first we have to specify the dimension, then angle. And just specify a 50 unit. Then in order to specify the angle, you have to type an angle symbol, which is less than symbol. Then I specify an angle 30 degree. Then enter. Then here we got a line with 30-degree inclination and 50 unit dimension. In this way we can use the polyline command also. The difference from line command and polyline command is, using line command, if I draw one line command, using line command one line, then another line and third line. Okay. And using polyline, first specify a point in same manner to the line command, and second point I got a line. Then I draw a second line and third line, similar to the line command. But the difference is that using line command I got different lines with different selection. Lines with different selection. But using polyline I got a three lines. I got three lines, but the selection is single. With single selection I got three lines. Just in just one click I can select the three lines. Okay. If you took one command, if you need to cancel that command, just click on the escape button. Then next one is a circle command. We can make circles using different ways. Here in the drop down menu we can see the circle with radius and center, then center and diameter. You can specify a center of the circle first, then you can enter the radius, and next we can specify the center and diameter of the circle, then using 2 point, which means we can specify the 2 points on a circle. Also using 3 points, and tan radius, which means 2 tangents and 1 radius. Using 2 tangents and 1 radius we can draw a circle. Also using 3 tangents we can draw a circle. Okay, first we go to the center and radius. Just click on this. Just I specify the center as this point. Then radius as 10 units. I got a circle with this point as center and radius as 10. Also the next command, center and diameter. Just click on this, and first I have to specify the center. Also we can see the bottom command bar. This is the bottom command bar. Here we can see the command. I click on the command, circle command, and here a question is there. Specify center point of a circle. Center point. You have to specify the center point for a circle. First we have to specify center point. What we have to do is just specify it in this command bar. Yes, we have to do that. Okay, first we specify the center point. Then next, diameter. Specify diameter of circle. Just I specify the diameter as 20. Enter. Then I get a circle with center as this point and the diameter as 20 units, which is similar to the circle. Okay. Next, the 2 point method. This we have to specify 2 points on a circle. Okay, I just specified 2 points. Just in 2 points. This point and this point. Mainly here we can see that it indicates the diametral chord. Using this line or any diametral length indicating line, we can draw a circle or any other 2 points. Just click on that 2 points, get a circle. Also 3 point is similar. We have to specify 3 points. Just 3 points. Here I specified 3 points and a plane and got a circle. The next one is tan radius. 2 tangents and 1 radius we need. Okay. I'm just specifying these 2 lines as tangents. I need these 2 lines. First tangent is specified and second, here in this command bar, specify point on object for second tangent. Second tangent is this one. Specify a point on that. Then the radius. I just specify a radius of 10 units. Here we got a circle with these 2 lines as tangent and this radius as 10. And the last one, tan. 3 tangents. We need to specify 3 tangents. Okay. Just draw one more line. Okay, last one, tan. Here we have to specify 3 tangents. We specify the first tangent as this one, and second tangent, and the third tangent. Just specifying these 3 tangents, we got the circle. Next, the arc command. Here we can draw an arc with different methods. 3 point, starting point, center and end point, start, center, angle, start, center, length, start, end, angle, start, end, direction. Many ways. We just go through some of this. And using 3 points, just as a circle, we need to specify 3 points of the arc. So 1 point, this point, second point, and the third point. Then second command, start, center, angle. Just pick the command and starting point, then center of the arc, then the end point. Okay, starting point, center point and end point. And start, center and angle. Just click on. Then first is starting point, then center and 1 angle. We can directly specify as 50 degree. No, just 5 degree. Next you have to draw the rectangle. Using rectangle option, just click on this rectangle option. We can draw this rectangle using many ways. First we just specifying the two corners, we draw a rectangle. So click on this rectangle icon, then specify the first point, then specify the opposite corner of a rectangle. Clicking using mouse pointer. And another way is click on this rectangle icon and specify the first point. Then we can using area or dimension. We can specify the dimensions either or area. So first I click on this area, or we can type here A. Then the command bar, you have to type the area. Enter area of rectangle in current units. Here we have to type the area. Just type this as 100 units and enter. Then we just specified the area. We have to specify any of the length or width, either width, length. And default is length is given. If we need to give the width, just click on this width and we can enter the width. Enter rectangle width, which is entered as 5 units. Here we got a rectangle with 5 units width, and the remaining dimension calculated by the software and corresponding to the area as 100. Again we can use dimensions to draw the rectangle. Just click on this rectangle icon and specify the first point. Then click on the dimensions in the command bar. Then specify the length, 20 units length, and width also we have to specify, which is 10, specified as 10 units. And we get a rectangle, but the rotation or the quadrant in which we have to place this will be chosen. I just specify first corner using mouse pointer. Specify. Okay. Next, the polygon command. This polygon. On this polygon, we can draw polygon with any number of sides. Here the number of sides. First we have to enter the number of sides. Just enter the number of sides as 6. Enter. Then I specify the center point, center of polygon. Just specify the center as this point, the center of the circle. Just click. Then enter an option which is inscribed in circle or subscribed in about circle. It should be a polygon inscribed in a circle or circumscribed or outside a circle. I just specified it as inscribed in circle. I need a polygon inscribed in a circle. Okay, specify the radius of circle. How to specify this radius of circle which the polygon should be inscribed in. Okay, just specify it as 20. Radius as 20. Okay, here we got a polygon which is inscribed in a circle of radius 20 units. Similarly, we can draw a polygon which is circumscribed about a circle or circumscribed outside a circle. of radius, the units that we specify. Okay, next, hatch pattern. We can hatch. Mainly we use these hash patterns for the sectional sections and all. We need to specify the materials and the building materials. We need to specify the foundation material, RR masonry, and the brick wall as brickwork, and the slabs as concrete and all. We use these hash patterns. Let's click on this hash pattern. Then we get a design of, we get a, we are redirect to the another design, and here we can select the hash pattern. This is hash patterns. We can get another pattern from the drop down. Here we can select any pattern, and this one is the concrete AR con, which indicates the hash pattern for concrete. And this one indicates dotted lines with alternate continuous lines, which indicates hash pattern for random rubble masonry or stone masonry. And this one, okay, this one is double line with alternate double line with some spacings. This indicates a brickwork, sectional brickwork. Then this one is a clay pattern. So we have to specify sand pattern, which is AR sand. This one is AR sand. If there is any sand filling, we use this pattern. Okay, we just insert one hash pattern. I just insert a hash pattern for this rectangle using this brick pattern. Just click on this pattern and specify the space we need to hatch. Just click on, and here we got a hash pattern, but the actual pattern is not displayed. This is because the scale, we need to change the scale. So we need to increase or decrease the scale. I just increase the scale. Increasing, we get a hash pattern. Okay, we can change the scale appropriate to our drawing. That's all. Okay, we just close this hash pattern design. Here we close the hash. Okay. The drop down menu, we also have certain draw commands, and mainly we need to know this mesh, and also we can use this during drawings. Okay, next the modify command. Using modify commands, we can modify these drawn patterns or draw commands, lines or the sketches drawn using draw commands. This modify pattern also, there is a drop down and there are also many commands. First we got the move command. Before that, I just explain how to delete all these things. You can delete many ways. Using this erase button, just select the sketches we need to delete, then click on this erase, we can erase that. And the way we just select using, just click and right selection. This is a blue color selection shows right selection and left selection. You can use right selection or left selection. The difference is that if we use right selection, we need to enclose an object or a sketch in this selection to select. I just select this circle and some parts of this rectangle, but selection only defines the circle. Just clicking, we get the circle as selected, but the part of this rectangle not selected. We use right selection. The object should be fully enclosed in that selection. We use left selection. Just touching the object gets selected. This green color selection or left selection just touches any of the object gets selected. Then we can use delete button or use erase button. You can delete all. Just click, then move the cursor rightwards or leftwards. You can select the objects. And click on the delete button in your keyboard. You can delete all. Okay, we go for the modify commands. Just draw a rectangle. Okay. First the move command. This helps to move one object from one place to another. Just click on this move command, then select the object we need to move. First we have to select the object. Then we have to assign that selected object. Just enter. And the command bar specify the base point. Shows a base point. We need to specify a base point that we have to pick this rectangle from one place to another. So I just select this as base point. Click on that. Then I can move this about this point. Just place anywhere. I need to place this rectangle. The next command, rotate. If I need to rotate any object, we can use this rotate command. Just click on this rotate command. Then select the object we need to rotate. I just need to rotate these two rectangles. The objects got selected. We have to assign the selected objects. Just enter. Then specify a base point. About any base point we have to rotate this object. So we can select any base point. Base point should be either any of the point in this object or either any point outside this object. Just outside I select one point. You can see this about this point the object got rotated. Just rotated this and click. How much we need to rotate? And next one, copy. Just click on this copy command. Then select the object. Then enter, assign the object. Then select any base point. We need to copy. And we can place the point where we need to place the copies. Okay. Just enter to release. Okay, next one. This one is a mirror command. We use mirror command to make a mirror image of any object. For that, just click on this mirror command and select the object we need to make mirror image. Just I select this object, then assign the object, or first we can select, then select the command, either this way or selecting. First we select the mirror command, then we can select the objects and we have to assign them. Okay, just I selected the objects and click on the mirror icon, then the objects got selected. Then we have to specify the first point of mirror line. We need to specify a mirror line and about which we will get the mirror image. And just specify a mirror line here. So about this mirror line, or perpendicular to this mirror line, we get the mirror image. Okay, just specify the second point. In this command bar, we can see a question that erase source object. We need to erase source object. We have to type it as yes. If we need the source and the mirror object, we need to type no, or just click on these two and just click on to no. So I got the mirror image and the source image. The next one is trim and extend. In this drop down we can see the trim and extend commands. Trim command, which helps to delete a small part of a line. Okay. First we select the trim command. Then we can use this trim command in two different ways. Also the extend we can use in similar manner. Trim command, we can trim a small portion of a line. Here we need to trim or delete this much portion. Here, this long line, in between these two lines we need to delete. For the first we can select the boundaries. Using this boundaries we can trim the object or trim a portion of object. For that, first I select the boundaries. Then I have to assign these boundaries. Just enter. Click on the enter button. Then trim. Trim about these boundaries. I can trim also this portion or this portion or this portion. About these boundaries I can delete a part of this line. And just delete this portion. Just click on. And we got a blank space here. We can delete this part here. In between these boundaries, we can delete the line. Also, without these boundaries, we can trim objects or trim part of line. For that, just click on this trim icon, then enter. Without selecting these boundaries, just enter. Then we can trim any of the portion. Here we select any portion. The software just take that we need to delete in adjacent boundaries. Delete a portion of a line, portion of this line adjacent with the adjacent boundaries. If I delete this portion, adjacent boundaries, this line, up to this line, the line got deleted. Okay. Next one is extend command. Extend. Extend helps to the name itself, which extends. It helps to extend a line up to a boundary. Here we need a boundary point which the line extends up to. And I just selected the extend command, and we can use as such the trim command with boundary or without boundary. With boundary we get the line extension up to that boundary. Without using the boundary we get the line extension up to the adjacent boundaries. If I selected the trim extend icon, then I just select a boundary. Here's the boundary I just selected. Then enter, assign the boundary. And just select the line we need to extend. You can see the line just extended to the boundary that I selected. Click, we get the line. Another way, first I select the extend command. Then without selecting the boundary, it's enter. If you need to extend a line, you just need to extend one line, this line, up to the adjacent boundary. To this point, I extended earlier. Then again, I need to extend, but the line extends the line extends the adjacent boundary, the nearby boundary. Okay, I just click on this, line got extended. Again, I can extend using this. Then we get the line extension up to the another boundary, another nearby boundary. Next one, fillet and chamfer. We need to join a corner portion for any line or any lines. We can use fillet or chamfer command. Click on this fillet command or chamfer command and select the lines we need to join. Or so I select these two lines, get a point, corner point, joining the sharp edge, extending these lines to get a common point. So we can fill the lines up to the joining points. This is mainly used when we use building drawings. Any of the corner get unjoined, we can use this fillet or chamfer to join the corners of a plan or brickwork, etc. Next, explode. Explode command is used to explode a rectangle or a single selection to different lines. Here we can see this one is a rectangle. Here we can see 4 lines joined to get a rectangle. If we need to separate these lines, we can use this command, explode. Just click on first we select the object, then click on this explode command, we get lines get separated. Okay. Then another one, in the drop down menu, mainly we use join command and break. These two commands. This first one, break. Just select break command. You can use this break command to break a line. Any point of at any point we can break a line using two selection points. I just click on this first point and adjacent a second point. We can break this long line at this point. Also, we can join this line using join command. This one is a join command. Just click on this join command and select the lines we need to join. Then enter. One thing we have to remember, join command is applicable only for collinear lines. A line, the same line should join. Also, we need to know some more commanding modes. At the bottom we can see certain modes, and here in this first one, grid mode. The grid mode shows the grid icons, grid background. If we need this grid background in this display or drawing screen, we can use this grid mode as on. Here we can see that the grid mode is on and with a color change. If we click on this, we can off this grid mode. Here we can see the background is clear, there is no grid. Okay. Then ortho. Next one is ortho. This is very much helpful in drawing perpendicular lines or horizontal or vertical lines. If we on this ortho mode, and when drawing a line, we can draw horizontal just with 0 degree or 180 degree. Also we can draw with 90 degree. Next one is object snap. Object snap we mainly use to identify the object points such as center point, midpoint, etc. If we click on this right side drop down, we can see the certain points on the screen, that is end point, midpoint, center, etc. All these points can be specified by click on or making on the snap option, snap mode. Here the tick mark shows these points, end point, midpoint, center point, etc. are active during this snap mode. Okay, just show one point, that is end point of a line. This end point can be specified using this square. Also the midpoint can be specified. This snap mode is on, we get specified these points. Can identify these points by this. Next, object snap tracking mode. We use this object snap tracking mode to track any of the object snap points such as corner point, midpoint, end point, etc. Just show you the tracking. If I need to track this corner, I just point this corner and tracking line leads from that point, and this dotted line with green color shows the tracking. Using this tracking, I can draw a line from any of this tracked line. Okay, that's all the track modes that we have. And next we need to insert text. How to insert text? We can use two options, multi-line text editor and single line text editor. We use multi-line text editor, we can type multi-line text. For that, just click on this multi-line text editor command, then click first point and drag to the opposite and drag diagonally to get the opposite corner. Then first we have to edit the font size and format change. We have to change the format of the text. And just give some text height as 10 units. Using 10 units, the cursor also belongs to a larger size. Then I edit some text and close this text editor. We get the text form. Next, the dimensioning. For dimensioning, we use a dimension command. Before that, we need to edit the dimension format, dimension styles and all. For that, go to the annotate menu. In that dimension toolbar, click on this small arrow. And we can change the dimension style and all. Just click on the modify button. And here we can change the text height as 10 units. Then text placement. We need a text placement which is above the dimension line and horizontally centered, and view direction is from left to right, and text alignment is aligned with the dimension line. We need to align the dimensions along the dimension line. Then primary units, we need to change the precision 2 decimal place or 1 decimal place that we need, and click OK. Also we can change the arrowheads and all using this modify, and this here we can see the dimension pattern, and close, and we go for the dimensioning. Using this dimension and linear command, we can dimension this rectangle. Just point the corner, can track to get the distance from this rectangle, and just click. Then from another corner also track and click on the dimension line, click on the end of the dimension line. We get a dimensioning. The size of text height 10 units that we already given. This dimension style and also the dimensioning style size should be apt with the drawings or the sketches that we develop. Okay, that's all in this class. You all just try to familiarize with these draw commands and also the modify commands. Thus we can draw very fast and easier. And the next classes, the drawings. We can start the drawings. Okay, thank you. Be safe. Stay home and be safe. Be happy. Thank you all.